Hello everyone, welcome to ShopDev and welcome to part 3 of the Delegates video tutorial series. So in this video we are going to have a look at the action delegates. So let's start with an introduction. So what is an action delegate? Well, it is a pre-built delegate in the .NET framework, and its aim is to avoid explicitly declaring custom delegates. Action delegates have a void return type and an optional parameter list. There are two variants of action delegates. Firstly, it is the non-generic. Okay, so it doesn't have any input parameter list. And secondly, we have a generic action delegate, where you can have up to 16 input parameters, and this variant has a family of 16 delegates. So let's see the definitions defined in the .NET framework. So for the non-generic action delegate, it is defined as such. We'll see in an example later. And for generic delegates, you have 16 overloads. You can say that, where you have starting from one input parameter, and the last overload or definition can have up to 16 parameters. Okay, notice that for the generic delegate, for each input parameter you can specify the type, and it's not necessary that all the parameters have the same type. They can have different types. So let's see with a quick example. So example 1, it is a non-generic example usage, where I've defined a non-generic delegate using the action keyword. Okay, and I'm pointing to a print message method, okay, without any parameter. And when the print action delegate is called, it will automatically resolve to the print message method. Hence, we have a non-generic example. Okay, so this example takes two input parameters. So it's pointing to a display message, where the first parameter is a string and the second is an integer. And we're just outputting that on the console. Okay, so I defined the action delegate. The first generic type is string for the first parameter, and the second generic type is integer for the second parameter. Notice the signature of the action delegate matches exactly the signature of the targeted method. Okay, so let's see and analyze the implementation in Visual Studio. So in the benefit of time, I've already written the code, so I just put a breakpoint here. Okay, so similar to my example, I have a non-generic action pointing to the print message like shown previously, just outputting on the console. And the second action, it is a generic delegate. Sorry for the writing. So the generic example, it will point to the display message with two parameters. Okay, so just putting a breakpoint here, and we check the execution just for the purpose of learning. Okay, I'll run the simple example. So let's check when the print action method is called, delegate is called, is invoked. So it automatically resolves to the print message method. Next, now we'll use the generic example. It should be pointing to the display message, what it is binded to. So it resolves and prints the message accordingly. So this is my screen where I had initially print my message, and secondly printing my parameter message. with that non-generic action message. So that's it for the action delegates. It's a simple concept but you can use in your specific patterns in your development work. But the key points to remember for action delegates is that it is a pre-built delegate in the .NET framework with the aim to avoid explicit declaration of delegates, of custom delegates, and it has two variations, the non-generic and a generic variation with a family of 16 generic delegates which can take up to 16 parameters. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Bye.